Shut up and sit down.
Taking a picture, and I've already started recording. Hey! All right.
Oh, fuck. Try it again. I accidentally hit
Oh my God. Okay. I'm leaving that silence in, too.
Do it.
Like,
Do
that
it.
selfie
Let's do
silence.
it.
That hot selfie silence. I went all Vince McMahon there for a minute there. So, you're fired.
You're fired.
That was wrestling from like the 90s.
That's wrestling now.
That's wrestling. You see him less these days.
You're not on top no more.
Oh.
I mean, how about send me some shit?
How about fucking constantly snapping Odell and never me?
I
I
can't
help
because he
that.
snaps me all
Jesus
the time.
Guys, I'm sensing a rift in the relationship here.
This is over.
Are you guys gonna be okay?
No, see, it's
'Cause
it's
I
okay
can't
because
handle another breakup.
oh god.
I cannot handle another Bob breakup.
We're not gonna go into it. We already decided we weren't gonna go into it in this episode. Just suffice it to say, breakups all around. Guys, welcome to Suds and Buds. My name is Vincent Herman, Vin the Human, or we don't do that on this. I don't know.
We're gonna do it now.
I
I'm Bob
guess.
Collins, Boba Fett.
And sitting next to him,
Brittany.
Brittany. That's it.
Is that a thing?
You can never go back on that.
You've done made it. That's what it is.
Yeah, that is what it is now.
Brittany.
All right. What are we drinking today, Vin?
We're drinking a variety of things. Right now,
wow,
I am
wow.
drinking a Shiner Holiday Cheer beer. It's a wheat ale. I don't know where it's from. I just know it tastes like beer and Christmas.
How do you
I
know
am
Christmas
drinking.
tastes like?
It tastes like Santa semen and family troubles.
It tastes like Santa piss and reindeer blood.
I'm drinking a beer from Thirsty Dog Brewing Company called 12 Dogs of Christmas Ale. It is made, well, let's read the description on it. Spiced for the holidays with honey, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and Santa's secret recipe, which is semen. Reindeer semen.
Never going to be a shortage of
Brittany,
semen
what
talk
are you
on
drinking?
this.
I'm drinking the Huge.
The Huge?
The Huge?
Well,
What's
that's
the
the
Huge?
The Huge is Behringer, Main and Vine, White Zinfandel Moscato.
Ooh, some wine. She's fancy.
Fancy.
Ew.
And then on top of this, we're drinking some Crown Apple.
A little bit of Crown Apple.
And
They're
then,
drinking some Crown Apple from
Odell's Secret
Odell's
Stash.
Secret Santa, which he doesn't know that we have.
He will if he ever listens to this episode, and he probably won't.
Let's be serious. I'm the only one who listens to these out of our group,
And
and,
then in
that's
my,
because I edit them.
I'll listen.
And then in my Rick and Morty flask, I have some tin cup whiskey for later.
Man, that Crown is good.
It is.
Okay, so we were talking off mic earlier while we were recording the SMP or something like that. I don't fucking remember when we talked about it, but I guess Brittany has a Bruce Willis story, which is a special interest of mine because I don't know if we've ever mentioned it on the podcast.
I'm pretty sure it's because she's had sex with Bruce
It's
Willis. Let's hear
really
let's hear a sex
not.
story with Bruce Willis.
I'm really interested in that.
Did he die hard? Huh? Hold on, Vinny, pull up the list. Pull up the list, Vinny.
Because we would have eulogized him on SMP and this show and on Why We're Not Writers and pretty much just for the rest of my life.
You would have, like, it would be tattooed on you somehow.
Oh yeah, my face. Tattoo a
His
eulogy
name would
to
have
my
been
face.
tattooed
No, the
on your
R.I.P. Bruce Willis.
No.
The dates.
Word for word, our eulogy on the podcast would have been tattooed to my
What?
face.
Like, what's the thing, though?
I don't know. He's my favorite actor, legitimately, and that's not to say he doesn't do bad movies. And sometimes he's obviously not trying, especially now these days. But he's just always seemed like kind of like the every guy because he was a bartender before moonlighting happened.
But do
and
you
shit.
not, like, listen to the stories about him being a fucking asshole?
Oh, I've explained these stories to him. He doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't.
It doesn't tarnish his image of him whatsoever.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
I understand why he does the things, especially with the Kevin Smith story. That story is Bruce Willis has been in that game a long time. He has come to work with a lot of prolific directors. Not to say that Kevin Smith isn't, but Kevin Smith is a different style. So when you come in and you don't know what frame you're going to be using, that's kind of going to piss off your big name action star here. So, I mean, yeah, he could have handled it differently, but I understand his motivation and irritation.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
And from what I've heard of these other stories, it's really just he is the every guy. Would you like people just constantly fucking bothering you? And yeah, it comes with the job, but like people like us, that would drive us fucking insane.
You know, he just recently did a movie like last year in Columbus.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah,
I didn't see him, but
Is that your Bruce Willis?
That's a Bruce Willis story. He did.
No, that's not.
He did a movie in the same city I live in.
But I legitimately
never met him.
like him as an actor, as a person. Like I understand him and shit. I think we would be best friends. I don't know.
Oh, besties for life.
Like you guys could like play Xbox together. I'm
guys
sorry,
could.
PlayStation together. And
As soon as he found out about the shelves behind me, he'd be done with
He'd be
this.
like, bro, this is fucking weird.
It's
so
a little weird. It's not a sexual thing, though.
But I'm obsessed.
It could be a sexual thing.
I mean, I did
If
want
given the chance.
I did want that. I don't know if it was Entertainment Weekly or Maxim, but there's a cover with him and his shirt off. He's got new tattoos, and I don't know. I kind of wanted it.
Like,
You
wait,
wanted
you wanted
the
him, or you wanted
The Maxim.
Oh yeah.
okay.
I was like, you wanted him.
He wanted his
or
little
not?
Bruce.
I mean, if he kissed me on the mouth, I might not fight it. I
He
don't know. I'm
wanted
not gay.
He wanted his Bruno the Kid.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's a
His
what?
penis. I don't know. I just seen the Bruno the Kid thing behind your
Yeah,
head.
yeah. I've got a
Oh.
VHS for Bruno the Kid Saves Christmas.
No,
Did
the
he
last
voice
one.
Last
that?
Christmas. Huh?
He voiced
Yeah,
that?
he was the voice of Bruno the Kid cartoon, and he did a jazz album under the name Bruno. Yeah, I got it right there.
Right there on cassette. Right next to the pop vinyl.
Right there. The Return of Bruno. And there's a movie,
Oh, God.
which I don't have and is very hard to find. But what is your Bruce Willis story? This is
Let's
very
hear it.
It's
interesting to
really
me.
dumb.
Well,
It's okay.
I
Well,
mean,
we're really
this
dumb.
show is really fucking
Okay,
dumb.
well, I mean, when I say it's dumb, it's dumb.
We've already talked about Santa Jews.
So here's my Bruce Willis story. One time, I watched a Bruce Willis.
No, that's not the story.
Was it Die Hard? No. Then you fucked up.
Okay,
It was
so,
Death Becomes Her.
I love that movie. I
is
just
a
bought
I
it.
know.
Funny
I actually
movie.
just told Vinny about that. I was like, "Oh, you'd be kind of proud of her.
Yeah.
She bought Death Becomes Her yesterday."
I just told you about what was it? I just saw this movie. It's right here. The Story of Us. Yeah.
yeah.
Really good movie. I think you're gonna love it. But anyways, that's besides the point.
Okay, the story. Okay, so I was in personal training school, right?
Okay.
And as a personal trainer or a fitness trainer or whatever, you have to be able to talk to clients or customers without sounding doubtful of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So my teacher wanted us to pick a topic and talk about it nonstop for 30 seconds without saying or like or
You have told me this story. It's right after I told you that Vinny was a huge fucking Bruce
Yes.
Willis fan. Yeah.
so he was like, okay, Brittany, it's your turn, pick a topic. I don't fucking know. I was like, Bruce Willis? Like,
Why did he come to, I want to unpack that. Why did he come to mind first?
Did you just recently watch a Bruce Willis movie? Like, is that like a deep-seated like sexual desire?
I mean, because Bob will shave his head.
I mean, it's a thing.
Bob will
Like,
not
I've
shave his
always
head.
thought
shave
Bruce
my head.
Willis was like hella sexy.
He's a manly dude.
He's
he's
fucking
not
manly.
a big buff guy, but
He's
he's
just like manly as fuck,
Yeah.
right?
But he's your everyday like man. Like he's
Yeah, he's
not
like, I'm
your
gonna go to Lowe's
and I think that yeah, exactly. Like, and I think that was like the biggest thing about the first Die Hard movie is the fact that like he was like he could be anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see yourself in that situation. Granted, I'm not a New York cop, but I do have some military
Wait,
training.
hold on. You're not a New York kid?
I know. I
is
recently came out on Facebook as not a New York cop. It was a really awkward discussion with my parents.
We can't do this anymore.
We had a good run, but this isn't going to work out.
But I do have some military training, and I could see myself in that situation. Maybe not making the exact same moves, but making similar moves. You know, you can put yourself in his shoes there. And that is what makes Die Hard great, and a good day to Die Hard crap. I still own 3 copies of it, but
I mean,
but
yeah.
Okay,
but yeah. Anyways, so you chose Bruce Willis.
Okay, so I chose Bruce Willis, and I literally had to talk about him for 30 seconds without saying or
which when you're that aware of like how much time you have, and now there's parameters of like and or
it was so
it
bad.
makes it take forever.
and just you saying that, you said like once and once.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
And you don't realize it.
But the challenge was every single time you said like and or
They added on.
They would
time.
electrocute you.
They punched a baby in its face.
no.
Yeah.
I had to do a fucking push-up, bro. Like,
Oh, okay. Well, it is personal
I
training.
was in personal training.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
This is like school, just regular old school.
No.
She was at McDonald's, dude.
This was at a funeral. I don't even know what they were doing.
So, long story short, I told my story. I ended up having to do 10 push-ups. Because I was like...
You're like, no, I said he liked that character.
Yeah, no, I tried that shit. I was like, no, Kevin. I said like this. And he was like, no.
Were you pulling you were smacking the back of your head?
Yeah,
No.
I did that. I was
Kevin,
like, Kevin.
like every word you're clapping, like Kevin. I said like he liked her or he liked Yeah.
Because.
Okay, well
We don't-
you do know. Hold on, pause real quick. Leg lamp in the window.
Oh, okay. You know what? There is no pausing on
Okay,
this.
yeah, fuck this.
I refuse.
Leg
We were
lamp.
watching the Roku like screensaver scene, and Bob just pointed out the fucking leg lamp.
The umbrella down there.
What
that
is
could
that
be
umbrella?
like singing in the rain since it's right next to a light
Oh,
post.
that is absolutely singing in the rain. Okay, anyways.
I think you're reaching.
If you guys have...
I don't know.
No,
I don't know. What else
no,
would it
no,
fucking
no, no.
be?
That-
Right next to a light post.
That's singing in
an
the
umbrella.
rain. Guys, if you have a Roku and you've ever left it idle, if you've ever left a Roku idle, check out the shit in there. It's fun. Anyways.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of movie references.
Oh, we're picking a ton of them out.
Jaws right there, bro. You see the little
Where's
fucking
Jaws?
Oh, the fin in the fishing boat.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's always new stuff. That's so fun.
I should turn off the TV.
Cool.
Okay. No,
Turn off the
you
TV.
know what I want to ask you next, right, Brittany?
What?
What was the story? It's only 30 seconds. What was this?
Do
Bruce
you
Willis
remember the story?
Can you give us at least the gist?
Keep
of
in mind, we are going to make you do a push-up.
every time that you say like or
Oh, there's one.
Shit. And I did that the last time too.
Yeah. No, but do you remember the gist of the story at least?
Like what were you talking about?
It
at
was
least?
it was just you had to talk about whatever subject that you picked.
Well, your subject is the subject that you picked, which is Bruce Willis. What was some of the things you talked about?
Did you talk about him being an asshole?
Did you talk about him being sexy?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's hear it. Like I want to hear. I want to hear like how many years ago was this?
He needs some notes.
3.
Okay, 3 years later.
4?
Three to anywhere from
Whatever.
between 3 and 20 years later. Like I want to hear.
20 years later, bro.
I'm covering all grounds. Like what do you remember of what you talked about?
Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
I was just like, Bruce Willis is a good actor. He has like a really nice face. He was in a lot of movies.
So you talked about it like you were in middle school.
I was trying not to say
acting.
like,
He was fun. He
He was in like Die Already
Yeah,
or
I did.
something.
I was like, he was in Die Hard.
He was in the 5th Die Mint or something. I don't know. Death becomes Element. Something? I don't know.
Guys, but you know that's one of my favorite movies, and I didn't even mention it.
Wow.
What? Death Becomes Her?
Death Becomes
That's
Her.
a great
You
movie, though.
didn't mention the fact
I
that Death
didn't
Becomes
even
Her?
mention
Oh my
it.
god.
Mm-mm.
Oh, like during your whole speech thing. Oh, okay. I think
I
it
was
just now. I'm
just
like, no,
like-
you've already mentioned it once.
Yeah, I was just like, I have to get the fuck through this, and I don't want to do a shit ton of push-ups because I've already worked out, so let's get it.
So I actually have kind of like a fucking, not push-ups were involved or anything, but kind of a similar situation that I was involved in just a few months ago. I went to this Toastmasters meeting. I don't know if you've ever heard of this before.
Like, is it like a meeting about toast?
Oh, it's all about toast.
Oh my
dude.
God.
Like the various
I'm there.
jams.
I
you
like.
can put
I
on.
love toast. I'm there.
No, it's kind of like a public speaking group. Like they
Okay.
do exercises and games and stuff, and it was really cool. I want to say that it is definitely a scheme to make some money, but at the same time, I had a good time going to the meeting that I went to, and so
Who cares if you're trying to rate me? I had fun.
we were doing these like
You're in a cult.
these
Call your
cards.
dad.
You're a cult.
That's a plug.
Look, I only had to take my clothes off
other
once.
podcast.
You don't plug other people's actually we plug other people's podcasts
I mean,
all
you
the time.
can.
All
If
the
you
time.
wanna
No,
plug a
listen,
podcast.
we listen, honey. We plug everybody else's podcasts all the time. Like all Kevin Smith's, the Weekly Planet we've done
I mean,
multiple times.
Half of our information that we bring to the table is from
is
other
from
podcasts.
other podcasts.
Okay, well,
But no, it
I
was really cool.
plugging
Okay, what were you plugging?
What were you plugging?
my favorite murder.
That's a
My
good
favorite
podcast
murder?
from what I've heard.
It's a very fucking good podcast.
It's a very
Georgia and Karen are
You
lit,
brought a
super
fucking
lit.
into it?
Oh my
It's
God.
a very fucking good podcast.
and that's one thing you got to understand about Brittany. She's like super into like true crime.
well,
Like, I mean,
not to stereotype, but like, how many women do you know that don't watch like
serial
NCIS
killer,
or like?
No, I mean she goes and like listens to like
There's-
case files.
There's a reason
of-
that Lifetime has the reputation it has
No,
and
bro,
makes
like, I'm-
husbands afraid.
And I was gonna say, and you know what? We should like us as men should be afraid.
You
Very
should, because
afraid.
one day you're going to get a plate of food that's going to. You're going to get to the bottom.
No.
It's going to say, congratulations, you've been poisoned,
Look.
bro.
Look,
But
we
then-
as men
but
should not
that's
be.
evidence.
We as men should not be afraid, because being afraid is reactive. What we need to be is proactive. Watch these shows and learn all the tricks so we know what we're looking
We shouldn't be
for.
prepared.
Right.
We shouldn't be afraid. We should be prepared.
Yes, that got very sexist. But anyways, no. During this meeting,
It's okay. We have a woman on the mic.
It's
fine.
okay. It's okay. We have women friends.
It's okay.
It's like when Oda would say his stereotypical racist shit every once in a while. I'd be like, it's okay. We used to have Chelsea on the podcast who was black and a woman. So
no,
it's okay.
that's not cool.
No, it's totally not cool. Believe me,
No,
we've
no,
established
no.
that it's not cool.
We're-
But for some fucking reason,
We're the worst podcast.
and you
I
know
mean,
Odell, you've met Odell,
And he's the
He's a-
sweetest guy.
yeah.
great guy.
but for some reason, he says things
Just
that if he was a celebrity, he would have already lost his career
and
7
not,
times.
it's never anything like
no.
like stretching his eyes out and saying
never-
ching chong. or
It's never
anything
him
like that.
saying like saying certain words.
That was super racist.
Well, no, that was me.
That was him
pointing
giving
a
an
finger
example.
at something that is super
Okay.
racist.
Yeah.
But it's never anything like that. It's inadvertently racist.
He was just like accidental.
Yeah.
You know, the only time I can think that you and I have talked shit about any race was probably white people. Probably in Charlottesville.
think
Because
every-
white people fucking suck.
I think every time I fuck someone's name up on SMP and I say get easier names, I think that's a little
that,
racist.
that might be, but that could just be because like you just can't pronounce the names.
I
Like,
can't
you,
fucking pronounce
It's okay.
names.
It's okay, dude. I can't pronounce English words. Like,
Is it okay for me to say that about white people?
What?
oh, fuck white people. Oh,
yeah,
white
we're
people.
Like
awful.
white.
I'm white
like,
people,
fuck
and I
white
can't stand
people.
white people.
No, we're the most unminority of all minorities
Yeah,
because
I mean-
we are both white males.
I
Oh
just-
God, yeah.
I don't like. Sometimes I say, "Fuck white people,"
But fuck white people.
I
but
think
I
you should
like,
leave.
and I'm not. I'm
You know
not,
what? Right there's the fucking door, okay?
Yeah. Anyways, back to my story. It's not even a very good story.
Well, I don't even remember what you're talking about. To be honest, I don't remember what you're talking about.
Well, I got a little distracted by somebody kicking a bag of Oreos.
They're not Oreos and Doritos. By the way,
Doritos.
give me a Dorito.
Doritos.
Please, baby.
Anyways, was that racist? No, but
What? You saying Doritos like Doritos?
Doritos.
You gotta roll the R. You have to roll the R.
Yes, I
can't
am
roll my
half a Mexican.
I can't
so
roll my
I
R's.
find it
That's the
racist.
best. That's
Which
the
half?
best I can do.
Which
This
half?
Left half?
Top half, bottom half, left half, right half, front half, back
I don't know.
half.
Ask my mom.
Are you 17 quarters?
I can definitely say.
No, I'm like 47%.
I can definitely say if it's gonna be any half, it's totally the back half.
Ew.
Anyways,
That's a butt joke.
No, the Toastmasters thing was I had to. We were playing like this card game, and everyone got like, you have to do this thing. You have this much time to discuss it. Do it. And my card was you had to make a argument for someone being added to Mount Rushmore, and I went up, no idea what I was about to do, and I was like, "What's the most American thing I can think of? Superman." and I went on to make a fucking stellar argument for him, bringing up the fact that he's an immigrant in a country of immigrants. He stands for truth, justice, and the American way. His colors are the flag colors. So I was like, I brought this whole thing
Wait,
up.
I thought he had yellow.
He does have
He
yellow.
does have y'all.
But he's white.
Hey,
He's white and he has red and blue.
He's white and he has red and blue.
Whoa,
So there you go.
Donald Trump. Let's calm it down.
Okay, hold
I
on.
think Superman is the best
He's
for
the
Mount
best,
Rushmore.
and
We're gonna build a wall around Superman on Mount Rushmore. We're gonna make Krypton pay for it. It's gonna be
And-
great.
Oh God, yes. Oh my God, that's
They
probably the
will
best fucking
agree.
thing I've heard for a while. I'm gonna make Krypton pay for it. Oh. You know, when Krypton are sending the people over here, they're not sending the best. They're sending their
gangsters on
Zods.
Krypton.
They're sending their Brainiacs. They're sending.
And I'll tell you what, I will not kneel. I will not kneel. And I'll tell you, I'm the best kneeler. The best.
You're the best.
Oh my God.
I think that's a good place to end it, guys.
Oh well, okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
fine.
All right, guys, check out our social media, Subject to Change Entertainment on Facebook and Twitter. You're listening to this somewhere, whether it's SoundCloud, YouTube, it doesn't matter. Like, comment, share. What do you think Donald Trump should build a wall around? Leave it in the comments down below.
And who should pay for it?
Around
Who
himself.
should pay for it?
He should build a wall around himself.
Hey, listen, we don't get political around.
Hey, yeah,
Okay.
come on. Now.
No,
My
we have
bad.
an episode called. What was the one that we done on my front porch?
Oh, it was anti-gay, anti-transsexual, Nazi-loving assholes.
Yes.
And we talked about the Charlottesville thing, but we
That's
mostly...
a way to get a lot of listeners.
That is
guys.
exactly why I titled it like that. We were talking about how the Charlottesville thing, like, ruined tiki torches for
white
low-income
people.
families.
You know, I wanted to buy tiki torches for the backyard.
My mom loved
and-
that shit. And
No.
now, as an old white lady in the sticks,
She's-
she can't buy
She's
them.
not. I mean, she's allowed to, but
Yeah.
she definitely knows not to.
Anyways, guys, my name is Vincent Herman.
My name is Bob Collins.
I'm Brittany.
Brittany. And we'll crack another one. I'm just going to keep it going. And we'll crack another one with you next time.
Cheers.
That's a good outro.
Cheers.